States making 2 changes from the semifinals, and they're the final 2. Sha'Carri Richardson will anchor. Gabby Thomas will run third. The first half stays intact. Tamari Davis, just 20, making her debut for the United States. And TT Terry down the back stretch. You'll remember she anchored the winners last year in Eugene when they upset the Jamaicans.
It has been a real rivalry, a legit rivalry, back and forth over the years between the US and Jamaica.
How much of a rivalry is it? You have to go back to 2003 to find the last time that a team not Jamaica or the United States won this event at Worlds. That's a full 20 years, just USA and Jamaica trading the titles back and forth.
And that was France, and France do not have a team in this final.
So Tamari Davis, as well as she ran in the semifinals, I knew there was no danger. She was getting subbed out. She's a youngster, so you give her the least to do. The only thing she has to do is pass. There's TT. She anchored, as I said, last year and held off the hard-charging Shericka Jackson of Jamaica. Gabby Thomas, who got the silver in the 200 meters last evening, she'll handle the third leg. And then the world 100-meter champion and 200-meter bronze medalist from this meet, Sha'Carri Richardson, will bring it home. And who will she be anchoring against? Shericka Jackson of Jamaica.
So Sha'Carri got the better of Shericka in the 100. Shericka got the better of the world in the 200. Shericka left everybody behind. So the US and Jamaican teams are just rock solid. Morrison, Fraser-Price, Forbes, and Jackson, the Jamaican quartet.
It may be, Lee, that this is the last time that we will see Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price at Worlds. She'll run the backstretch. I told you yesterday, she's run every leg for Jamaica. Sasha Lee Forbes on third, and we already told you the anchor. 21:41 last night to scare Florence Griffith Joyner's world record. Shericka Jackson will be counted on yet again to anchor the Jamaicans home.
Here's Shericka, and while she is basking in the glory of these World Championships, she will tell you what an honor it has been and still is to run on the same team as Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Shelly-Ann has told us that Paris more than likely will be her last Olympics. These will be her last World Championships. She'll be 37 in Paris. So it's going to be the end. We're in the twilight of this incredible career for the 3-time Olympic champion, 8-time Olympic medalist. And here at the World Championships, she's won 15 world medals, 10 of them gold, entering this race now.
And this British team that will start in lane 8 is weakened severely. You see the name you don't see on the left there? Dina Asher-Smith. So it's a good team, but I don't know if this British team is capable of challenging Jamaica and the United States if they don't make any mistakes, just because they don't have the horsepower. Daryl Needham's had a phenomenal World Championships. There she is, she'll anchor, setting a personal best in the 200 and finishing 5th last evening.
Marie-José Talou is on the Ivory Coast team, as you would imagine.
That's a team to watch as well. They ran well, second in their heat.
Leaky Klaver for the Netherlands and Nadine Visser. Germany
against Jamaica, side by side. The 100-meter champion against the 200-meter champion. Richardson, Jackson. She's closing, but not fast enough. It's gold for the Americans. Redemption. Brilliant performance. Absolutely superb. They have done the double. They've rounded off the penultimate night exactly as they said they would.
A good team.
Let's go around the track one more time with Team USA. Whoa! So Tamari Davis ran all the way up on TT Terry. Jamaica was already gone, but TT did a good job of holding her own against Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. The United States was very much still in it. Gabby Thomas, with her hand back, she looks back for the stick. Jamaica's already gone, but Gabby Thomas on the inside lane had a tighter turn to run. So Sha'Carri Richardson got the baton at the same time, but she was further out in the zone. So she had to handle somebody who is not easy to handle on an anchor leg. And it really was no contest. It wasn't like Shericka dipped into the lead or made it a race. The lead that Sha'Carri got, she held, and that is not easy to do, trust me, against Shericka Jackson. Ask TT Terry, who probably lost about 8.
So I was trying to stay still and kind of replicate what I did yesterday. Okay, it wasn't exactly like...
One of those tough nuts to crack in terms of world records. And Amusan is in. Toby Amusan, the world record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, a new Commonwealth champion. He's starting off on the first leg for the Nigerian team. There's a Jamaican team. Kemba Nelson, experienced on the first leg. Jamaica won silver at the World Championships behind the USA. It was Nelson on the first leg. Natalia White will be on second. Ramona Birchall will be on third. And then a certain 5-time Olympic gold medalist and 2-time Commonwealth champion, Elaine Thompson-Herah, has been drafted in. And she has a chance to win 3 gold medals here at the Commonwealth Games. It has been done a couple of times before. Debbie Ferguson did it back in Manchester in 2002. And talking about experience, saw a quick shot there of Asher Phillip, who'll start off the England team. Emalia Lancico will go down the back straight. Justin boyfriend OJ Edeburan bring the England men's team home. Bianca Williams there will go round the top bend. And Daryl Nita has been brought in for Ashley Nelson on the last leg. That's a good team for England, who qualified second fastest for this final. So Tomi Amusam will have the responsibility. They were the fastest qualifiers, the Nigerians. There's Favour Ofili, herself having a good Commonwealth Games here. She'll go down the back. The crowd absolutely buzzing, Steph, from that win for England. And now we're going back again onto the track for the English team to try and do it again. But we've just seen some of the athletes in the teams here. It's a tough ask, especially when you're bringing in Thompson-Herah.
Well, it's interesting. I love it when you get to the final and as you say, they bring in their heavy hitters. And so no matter what we saw in the heats, we don't actually know what's going to happen in the final.
And as we've just seen, you've got to get the batter. Anang. India will start in lane number 7. Really are having a great Commonwealth Games. That triple jump goal by Paul just a few moments ago. Chand Das Nanda Yaraji. And then there'll be a roar for Jamaica in 6. Their nation holds the Games record. Silver in 2018 behind England. Kemba Nelson is ready. Lane 5, the team from England. Second fastest in qualifying, Asher Phillips in that World Championship squad just a few weeks ago, leading them off. Nigeria in lane number 4, bronze in 2018. Amusam Ofili, the first 2 legs for them. In lane number 3 will be Ghana. The 6th fastest to qualify for this final. Boake, Ali, Oka and Hoare running for them. And there's your lineup for Trinidad and Tobago in lane 2. Inside 43.5 seconds to qualify, St. Fort, Ayi, Brito and Bertrand. So, a super men's 4x100-meter relay. And now our final action. Can England defend the title they won in 2018? Beating Jamaica by 6/100ths of a second on that occasion. I remember long jumper Lorraine Ugan bringing the baton home for the English side. Trinidad and Tobago in 2, Ghana in 3, Nigeria in 4, England in 5, Jamaica in 6, India in 7, Australia in 8, and Scotland in 9. The women's sprint relay final. It's a clean start as well. Amusam getting out nicely in lane number 4, as expected. India going well in lane number 7, Australia in lane number 8 too. This is good running by Nigeria in lane number 4. All look pretty safe on the changeovers. Imani Lancico flying down the back straight, as is Favour Ofili of Nigeria. Second changeover, hands held high. Australia on the outside in lane 8 going well. Nigeria, though, flying round with Chukwuma on the third leg. Hands back for the Nigerians. A roar from her teammate. Nigeria going to take this one. England with Darren Neater in second. Keep an eye on Thompson-Herah. The Jamaican superstar comes through for bronze for the Jamaican side. But 42.10 seconds, just outside the game's record.
I was actually reading a quote by Favour Ofili, and she was talking about what the difference is. And she said, the difference is we now believe in ourselves. We believe we can compete with the rest of the world. And I think that performance by their relay team just highlights the mentality that is going through that team right now.
Well, it's a national record, so you can't do any more than that. The Nigerians confirmed as the gold medal winners. England in second with Philip Lanticote, Williams and Neater. And the flags are being draped by the Nigerian team.
The women's 4x100m relay has become a battleground where sprinting philosophies collide, and two races in particular highlight how differently dominance can be built and lost. On one side stands the World Championships in Budapest, framed as an anchor leg duel between Team USA and Jamaica. On the other, the 2022 Commonwealth Games final, where Nigeria stunned the traditional powers through precision and belief. Together, these races reveal that raw speed alone is no longer enough to rule the relay. In Budapest, the narrative centered on rivalry. For over 2 decades, Jamaica and the United States have traded global titles, and the final once again carried that historic weight. Team USA made a clear tactical statement by placing Sha'Carri Richardson on the anchor, supported by Gabby Thomas, Tamari Davis, and TT Terry. The lineup was designed around maximum closing speed and championship experience. Jamaica, meanwhile, leaned on its proven formula: individual stars, supreme confidence, and the expectation that brilliance on the final leg would decide everything, often personified by athletes like Shericka Jackson or Elaine Thompson-Herah. That contrast becomes even sharper when compared to the Commonwealth Games final. There, Jamaica again assembled a fearsome roster, but execution told a different story. Baton exchanges lacked fluency, and the team relied heavily on individual rescue efforts rather than collective rhythm. England ran cleanly, but it was Nigeria that rewrote expectations. With near-perfect exchanges and unwavering composure, Nigeria surged clear, setting a national record and proving that belief and preparation can dismantle even the most decorated lineups. Their win was not about one superstar anchor. It was about 4 athletes functioning as a single system. Comparing these events exposes a shift in relay success. The Budapest showdown emphasized star power and tactical reshuffling, especially on the anchor leg, where Richardson symbolized America's intent to control the race's final meters. The Commonwealth final, by contrast, punished any weakness in fundamentals. Jamaica's reliance on individual excellence, so effective in straight finals, became a liability against teams that prioritized chemistry and repetition. The broader lesson is clear. Modern relay dominance is evolving. Championships are no longer decided solely by who has the fastest sprinter on the track, but by who can sustain speed through clean transitions under pressure. Whether it is the USA's calculated anchor strategy or Nigeria's collective execution, the women's 4x100m is now a contest of systems as much as stars, and that evolution is reshaping the global sprinting hierarchy.